How to redesign services. Redesigning a service is similar to remodeling a house. How, you ask? Well, redesigning a service uses these phases. This video will guide you through this methodology, and we will use the story of the Song family's remodeling journey as an example. Meet the Song family. Husband Ro, wife Zara, and their 3 boys, 15-year-old Tyler, 12-year-old Jack, and 9-year-old Jonah, as well as their dog, Ruby. One night at the dinner table, Zara tells the family about how their neighbors, the Smith family, have sold their house and are moving to a bigger house 2 blocks away. Tyler, the eldest son, says, "We should move too." Now, Ro is surprised about Tyler's comment. This house was bought when Tyler was just a baby, before the other 2 kids were born. Tyler has said that he loves this house, since all his friends are close by. So, Ro teases Tyler, "I thought you wanted to live here forever." Tyler says, "I love the house, but I need more privacy when my friends come over." "Oh, things are just fine in this house," Ro insists. Zara senses the tension in the air and suggests that the family talk about the house on Sunday after dinner. So the first question that we ask ourselves is, what triggered the Song family to have further conversation about the house? Well, there were some unmet needs of the eldest son. Further conversation will be had to find out if there is a real need for change. Similar to this example, service redesign starts with a trigger or multiple triggers. Triggers can be problems in the current system or opportunities for further improvements, regulatory changes, etc. A trigger does not guarantee that changes are necessary. Rather, it prompts the parties involved to gather more information to build a case for the need for change. Sunday night after dinner, the Song family come together to talk about the house. Tyler starts by saying his bedroom is too close to Ro and Zara's bedroom, and he and his friends always have to be careful not to be too loud. Also, his younger brothers are barging in his room all the time, which is very annoying. Zara also adds that Jack and Jonah are sharing a bedroom right now, but in 1 to 2 years would prefer their own bedrooms. She also complains about the boys' hockey equipment all over the house because there is no storage space for them. Honestly speaking, Ro was not prepared to hear all these complaints about the house. This is their first house, and 2 of the 3 kids were born here. He has an emotional attachment to it. But his family has raised some valid concerns tonight, and he understands that something about their living space needs to be changed. However, it is not clear yet what that change would look like. The family meet again next Sunday and discuss what to do. They have 2 options. One is to remodel their house, to include a bedroom downstairs for Tyler, give Tyler's current bedroom to Jack, and also create a storage room downstairs for the hockey equipment. Or to sell their house and buy a new one that already has those features. Ro and Zara also take into consideration their finances, the location of their current home, and the other pros and cons of moving. After much discussion, the family decides to remodel their house. This is the pre-initiation phase, where the goal is to build a case for the change and decide on how to move forward. Key tasks include having a conversation with stakeholders, which is similar to the Song's Sunday night talk, finding out client experiences and business perspectives, telling the stakeholders about the client journeys to build a case for change, which is similar to how Ro and Zara asked the rest of the family what they might like to change, using the outcomes of the work to inform conversations and help reach a collective understanding of the underlying problem or opportunity, which is similar to how the Song family figured out what the biggest problems were and the pros and cons of staying in their current house, and using this collective understanding to inform the next phases of the work, which is similar to how the Songs collectively decided to remodel their house instead of buy a new one. Ro begins to do some research into how to plan the creation of the bedroom and storage room out of the existing space. He looks at magazines and websites to see how others have done it. Since neither Ro nor Zara are very handy, they decide to hire a builder who will provide and manage labor for the framing, drywall, electrical, plumbing, and painting aspects of the remodeling. Ro and Zara will buy the materials and supplies needed for the work. Zara talks to her friends and neighbors who have remodeled their house, getting their suggestions for contractors to hire. Next, they draw out a version of what they envision on paper. The bedroom for Tyler will take space from their downstairs den, and the new storage room will take space from their living room. Ro and Zara solicit quotes and a timeline from 3 builders and finally sign a contract with Premium Building Co. for the job. Premium Building assigns Derek as a project manager for the job. Ro, Zara, and Derek meet for the first time on September 6th. Derek mentions that they should have some designs made for the new bedroom and storage space in order to figure out what materials and supplies they will need to start the construction. Zara has a friend who is an architect, and she will give her a call tomorrow to create a design for the new spaces. This is the initiation phase, where the key tasks are identifying sponsors, operations leads, and project managers. In this case, Ro and Zara are the sponsors and Derek is the manager. Sponsors, operations leads, and project managers collaboratively develop the following: a project charter, which is similar to the signed contract between Premium Building and Ro and Zara. Project stakeholder engagement and communication plans. The stakeholders in this situation being the Song family, Derek, and the subcontractors. And a project risk management plan. In this situation, the risks are equipment breakdown, labor and supply shortages, miscommunications, and unexpected findings with the house. Zara and her architect friend Sally meet at Sally's office 2 days later. Zara brings the hand-drawn plan with her. Sally asks Zara about how she plans to use the storage room. Zara says, "It'll be the place for storing the hockey equipment." Sally asks her how big she wants the storage space to be. And Zara asks, well, how big can it be? Sally replies that it depends on how much space of their living room they want to give up. Zara says that the living room needs to remain at least 120 square feet. Sally says, "Okay, then we can have a storage room of 40 square feet, which is quite spacious for just storing hockey equipment. Do you maybe want to use a room for storing anything else?" Zara says, "Yeah, sure. Then the family can use it for storing winter clothes and boots as well." Now Sally asks about the downstairs bedroom. How big do they want it to be? Zara replies that they want the bedroom to be big enough to accommodate a double bed and a reading table. But when Sally asks if Zara had consulted Tyler, she says no, she hadn't asked him. Sally recommends that she ask Tyler what he wants, since he'll be the one sleeping there. Zara agrees. Sally then asks if there are any other changes they want done to the living room, since they're remodeling anyway. Zara says, "I always wanted a fireplace in the living room, but I have to check with Ro first." After coming home, Zara speaks to Tyler about his wish list for his room, and then discusses the possibility of a fireplace with Ro. He agrees with it after doing some budget calculations. Zara then phones Sally to let her know, and Sally finalizes the plan. Zara and Ro then visit Rona, Home Depot, and online stores to find and agree on the fixtures. This is the design phase, where the goal is to design collaboratively with stakeholders who will be impacted by the new design. Key tasks include understanding the scope for generating design ideas, which is similar to how Sally helped Zara to fully realize all the changes she wanted to make. Generating design ideas by researching literature, studying comparable processes within or outside the organization, and brainstorming with stakeholders, which is similar to how Zara brainstormed ideas with Sally and collaborated with Ro and Tyler to agree on changes. And finalizing a design for prototyping, which is similar to how Zara phoned Sally after consulting with her family, and Sally finalized the plan. Before the building can start, Ro and Zara ask Sally for a 3D walkthrough simulation of the new layout. Based on the simulation, they decide to adjust the layout for the bedroom downstairs. This is the prototype phase, where the goal is to test out the new design and adjust based on test results. Key tasks in this phase are making prototypes, testing prototypes, learning from the test, and then testing again. This is similar to the 3D simulation walkthrough that Sally created. Before construction begins, the Songs hold a pre-construction conference at their house with Derek and go over exactly what needs to be done. They also set weekly meetings with Derek for updates. Ro and Zara inform their boys about the start date of the construction and ask them to help out with the removal of personal belongings from the work area. Building materials and supplies arrive, and the work starts on October 1st. Tyler notices on their daily evening walkthrough of the construction area that the new bedroom only has one electrical outlet in it. He points out that he will need more than one to plug in all of his electronics. This was not something that occurred to Zara or Ro in the initial planning, but they make note of it now and bring it up the next day with Derek. He assures them that they can install more electrical outlets and thanks them for bringing it up promptly, as it would be harder to install later on in the proceedings. Close to the end of the project, Ruby the dog tramples mud all over the new carpet that is supposed to be installed into the bedroom. The damage is irreparable. The contractors inform Ro and Zara that they will have to order it again from the company, which will delay them by about a week. Or they can compromise from their original choice and choose a different carpet that is already available at the warehouse. Ro and Zara consult with Tyler and decide that they want the original carpet because it matches the rest of the house. They accept the 1-week delay. Therefore, the work is finally done on October 21st. The Songs tour the remodeled spaces with the contractors. They go over all the items from their original list of things to be done and make sure it has all been done to their satisfaction. They also discuss warranties on the carpeting in the bedroom and how best to maintain it, especially with the dog hair. This is the implementation phase, where the goal is to implement the new design. Key tasks include informing stakeholders, which is similar to Ro and Zara informing their kids about what was going to happen and when. Developing an implementation plan, which is similar to the pre-construction conference. Implementing structure, processes, and tools needed for the new design, which is similar to the construction process of remodeling and all its challenges. Providing education to process users. This is similar to how the Songs were informed on how best to maintain their new carpet. And to set a go-live date. This is the date when the new design will be in effect. This is similar to the move-in date for a remodeled house. Zara makes a plan to monitor the newly remodeled spaces on a weekly basis. A month later, Zara finds that the lights in the storage room are no longer working despite new light bulbs being installed, and so she calls the electrician to come back and fix it. He discovers that the Songs are not using the right kind of light bulbs and advises them on which types will be optimal for this light fixture. After several months, the Songs discover no other problems with the new rooms in their house. The remodeling has suited their needs, and everyone is happy. This is the post-implementation phase, where the goal is to support users and troubleshoot any issues in design. Key tasks include scheduling check-ins with stakeholders and providing support as needed. Operations leads are responsible for monitoring the new service. This is similar to Zara making a monitoring plan and finding and fixing a problem with the storage room lights. And evaluating if the original project aim has been achieved. This is similar to how the Song family decided that the remodeling has suited their needs. And that is how redesigning a service is like remodeling your house. The end. This video presentation was prepared by Samina Kandakar and Jasmine Dio. Thank you for watching.